I just wanna give you all my night.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my June Boxycharm unboxing and try on. So if you'd like to see what I got and what I did, just keep on watching. So the first thing in the box was the Sol de, is it Janeiro or Janeiro? I am not sure. But the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. This retails for $10 and I mean, it left my hands really soft. It smelled really good, so I think that's a plus. I'll keep on using it and let you know in the description below what I think. The next thing in the box were the Battington Monroe silk lashes, and these retail for $28. And since I'm not a big lash wearer, I actually did not try these on, but they look really pretty. And the next in the palette is the Alamar Cosmetics Reina del Caribe. I'm going to be butchering these names, I'm sure. I'm sorry if I offend anyone. But this retails for $28, and I first took that shade Cocoa Taxi on a Royal and Langnickel Moda Pro crease brush, and I placed that right into my crease.
You are not human lover. Only got a constellation of stars, dancing with the clouds, just messing around. I try to imagine what tomorrow hides. If we will be here together, if we will continue writing lines of the story.
Then I went in with the shade Tropico on the same brush, and I put that into the crease as well, but just a little lower. And these colors blended together really nicely, so that's a plus, and they were really smooth, really buttery.
Started to write the pages in my bed. I'm waiting for your beauty tonight. I need to understand if we will meet again to write the pages in my bed. I'm waiting for your beauty tonight. I need to understand if we will meet again.
And then I took the shade, is it Guantanamera? Guantanamera, I think. I'm not sure. But I put that into my crease as well to give it a little more depth.
If we will meet again. If we will meet again.
Then I took the shade Cafecito on a defining crease brush, and I placed that into the outer corner of my eye. And then I went back in with that blending brush and I blended it into the crease.
It's happening, building my luck. Now I'm living what I've dreamed. All the goals I had since I was child are bringing colors every day to my life. It doesn't matter everything I've got. If I'm alone, it ain't worth nothing. I just remember meeting you at Bangkok, and the story we just started to write. The pages in my bed.
And then I went back in with that shade once more just to deepen it up a little.
Waiting for your beauty tonight. I need to understand if we will meet again to write the pages in my bed. I'm waiting for your beauty tonight.
And then I took the shade Malacone. I'm so sorry once again, on a flat shadow brush, and I put that on the inner about 1/4 of my lid. And with most shimmer shadows, I always wet my brush, so I did use these wet and they performed beautifully.
To understand if we will meet again.
Next, I took the shade Celia, I believe it is, on the same brush, and I wet it as well, and then I placed that more on the center of my lid.
If we will meet again.
And then I took that previous shade and I patted it in between those two colors to help it blend together.
If we will meet again.
Then I took the shade, I think it's a Veradero, on the same brush, and I put that right next to that previous shade, but I didn't quite bring it all the way to the outer part of my lid.
I just wanna
And then once again, taking that shade I used right before that darker blue, I patted it in between the colors to help it have a more seamless blend.
give you all my night, but you are not here, my lover. Only got a constellation of stars, dancing with the clouds, just messing around. I try to imagine what tomorrow hides, if we will be here together, if we will continue writing lines of the story we just...
Then I went back into that darker brown shade and I tried deepening the outer corner a little more. And I kind of regret not bringing that blue all the way to the outer corner because the blue is a tad darker than the brown. So it didn't quite blend together as I wanted it to, but I mean, it still looked pretty. Then for my lower lash line, I started out with Cocoa Taxi, ran that along my lower lashes, and then I went in with Tropico, but closer to my lashes, and then back into the shade Guantanamera, and then into the shade Cafecito. And for those first three shades, I used the e.l.f. smudger brush. And then for that final shade, Cafecito, I went in with a Be a Small detail brush. And I only brought that shade about halfway into my eye.
To write the pages in my bed. I'm waiting for your beauty tonight. I need to understand if we will meet again to write the pages in my bed. I'm waiting for your beauty tonight. I need to understand if we will meet again. If we will meet again.
And then I went back into that more reddish color, which I believe is pronounced Guantanamera. And then I ran that in between the matte and the shimmer shades to help define the crease a tad more.
If we will meet again. Life is happening, building my luck. Now I'm living what I've dreamed.
And then I went in with the shade La Costa on a pencil brush and highlighted my inner corners. And I ended up using every single color in the palette because I was kind of trying to go for that. And all of them performed so well and they were all so beautiful, and I really am so happy that we got this palette. And one thing I noticed was in the box, but I totally forgot all about it, which I am so sorry about, was the Jante Blue waterproof eyeliner pencil in the shade Charcoal. But I mean, it looks like a pretty decent pencil. I just totally forgot to use it here. The next thing in the box was the Luxie 3-piece Flawless Complexion brush set, and that retails for $42. And I went in with the powder brush to bronze with, and I went into the Makeup Revolution bronze palette in All About the Bronzed, and I took that shade and I bronzed up my cheekbones, and this brush really did help blend out the product and laid it down well.
All the goals I had since I was child are bringing colors every day to my life. It doesn't matter everything I've got. If I'm alone, it ain't worth nothing. I just remember meeting you.
And then I went in with the Precision Foundation brush for my contour, actually, because I don't really think that this brush would have done the best for the way I like my foundation. So I went in with the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Contour Kit, and I went in with that shade, and then I contoured my cheeks and my jawline. And I'd say that this brush did a pretty decent job at doing that, so I mean, I think these brushes could be pretty multi-purpose.
And the story we just started to write, the pages in my bed, I'm waiting for your beauty tonight. I need to understand if we will meet again to write the pages in my bed.
And then I went in with this shade from the Makeup Revolution blush palette in Hot Spice, and I used that same dual fiber powder brush, and I blushed up my cheeks, and this performed well with the blush just as it did with the bronzer.
I'm waiting for your beauty tonight. I need to understand if we will meet again.
Then I went in with the Precision Highlighter brush, and I went in with the Jcat Beauty You Glow Girl Baked Highlighter in the shade Bella Rose. And I highlighted my cheekbones, my cupid's bow, the tip of my nose, and the bridge of my nose. And of course, this brush worked just as well. I really love Luxie brushes, so it wasn't really a surprise for me.
If we will meet again.
And then the final thing in the box was the Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick, and these retail for $21. And I got the shade Verona. And I love Ofra lipsticks. I think they're really comfortable, really long lasting, and they're really beautiful. And the shade did not disappoint. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this or not, but the eyeliner pencil was $5.
If we will meet again.
And that completes this look. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you got in your boxes down below. Subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you in my next one.